Hey friends, one of the most common sections to add in any Shopify store is obviously scrollable reviews. Now, they're popular to add into any store because, well, they signal social proof and also users can read about what makes the product great, maybe detailed information with even their selection of the product if there's specific variant information in the reviews. But one of the main issues or challenges with adding a scrollable reviews section to a Shopify theme is that they are fairly limited. Now, there are a bunch of popular apps out there that help you add scrollable review sections, such as Judge Me, and also Looks is another good one. But unfortunately, once you add those scrollable review sections to your theme, you can't really adjust or change or edit anything. And that becomes particularly tricky when you want to also only add certain reviews in that scrollable review section. So Judge Me and Looks will pull in all the reviews into the section. And sometimes you just want to cherry pick a few different reviews that highlight your product. And also sometimes you want to cherry pick reviews from different sources as well too. Sometimes, someone leaves a really good review on Google or Trustpilot, and if you're stuck in one app, you just want to display the reviews, as you see fit. So without further ado, these sections here, I will show you how to add today. Now, the full transparency, they are added through my app. It's called Flexi Theme Sections Library. And this app is obviously free to get started with, but the section that I'm showing you today is a paid section. Now, it is only $35, considering I used to charge well over $1,000 to build a section, and that this is a library that I maintain and upkeep. It's certainly worth the investment of $35, especially because you can install the section and then also not necessarily keep the subscription if you're not adding more blocks. The $35 is only for library access. Also, most professionals, developers, and freelancers go to the section library, not only for inspiration, but also to add sections to their theme because they know it's trusted. Now, if I go into the actual app itself, the way that it works, and you can install the section in a few clicks, is you can go and select your theme. I'm going to hit save just to make this my default theme. And I'm going to go all the way down and I'm going to install the review slider here. So I'm going to hit add section. And then just in a moment, the section will be added to your theme. Now, again, the section will work with Horizon and Dawn and really any, popular themes that we see on the theme store. Now, if we go into our online store, we can go into our theme here. So I'm going to hit customize in Horizon September 19th. And then I'm going to go down and I'm going to add the section at the bottom. So I'm going to hit add section. I'm going to go down to Flexi sections here and then click on review slider. So out of the box, honestly, it looks pretty good. One quick note is that you will have to just toggle on the app embeds. So the buttons, theme, and typography app embeds need to be toggled on in order for this to work. But once those are toggled on, the section will work flawlessly. Now, thinking about editing the section, there are different layers to it. You have a section level, a layout level, a group level, and then a block level. On the block level itself, you are able to add in different content. So if you're using Horizon, you can actually use the Horizon blocks, which is really cool. But for the Flexi blocks, you can also drag and drop in, let's say like a heading if you want to add in like a review title. So let's say I'll make this, a heading 4, and I could even title this like awesome product. And just like that, we were able to add in a heading. Another useful block to use is the text block, but I'm not going to go too in-depth to adding different blocks in this tutorial. Check out my channel if you are interested in watching more tutorials on just how to use the Shopify theme customizer. I make all kinds of videos on working right inside of Shopify themes and only Shopify themes. If that sounds of interest to you, I highly recommend you subscribe. Also, a few keynotes that you can do is if we click on the different blocks, you can actually swap out and edit the content. So if we wanted a different icon to display here, we could select an icon from, our images, or we can even directly add in an SVG. So to demonstrate that today, I'm going to go to Font, Awesome, and I'm going to add in and download a different icon. So I'm going to choose, see if we type in review, we've got different stars, but maybe we want a different quote. So let's say we want to add in this left quote here. We are able to download this file as an SVG. Then if we go back into Shopify, we can actually either directly add in the SVG code if you are capable of doing that. If not, you can directly add in the image like this. So I'm just going to add it in. Then awesome. Now, as you can see, the icon has been added in. You can also bump up the size, and you can also, in other blocks, change the colors around too. So for example, we have a font color just default is black, but if we wanted to choose like a deeper green or something, we could easily make all of the fonts a deep green like so. And so, yeah, as you can see, you can definitely adjust the styles for each one of the groups. Now, at this point in the video, you may be wondering, well, this is a ton of work to style each group like this. Well, yes and no, because we can actually delete the rest of our blocks over here on the right. And if we select the group, we can go up in the top right hand side here and then click on duplicate. And we will duplicate this, 5 times or so. And then as you can see here, we got that in. So yeah, feel free to jump in and play around with the different settings. You can really honestly customize this pretty much any way that you would like, thus the name Flexi, making things flexible. But it's also, you could just use this section without customizing anything too. And if you just wanted to click into each one of the blocks on the top portion of the block, you can easily swap out the content. So we could change the description content here. And if we hover over and click on text, we can change the text content here and so on. I'm going to stop the video here, but again, if you're interested in watching more videos about how to use the Shopify theme customizer and become a master at it, I highly recommend you subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I post weekly videos on how to add different sections into your Shopify theme. So until next time, take care.